Okay, I think we're recording now. So up until now, most of my strategies, or pretty much all of my strategies that I've been trying and posting here on YouTube were basically centered around waiting for a point to be established or assuming someone else is rolling or shooting the dice. I'm going to try a strategy tonight where I'm going to be rolling. So the biggest difference here is when you're the shooter, you have to place a bet on the pass line or the don't pass line. So this is going to be a strategy that I normally would play if someone else was shooting. I would play at the $25 level and I would bet across 25. So it would look like this. 160 across. However, if I'm going to be the shooter and I'm going to have a pass line bet here, and one of these numbers up here is going to be the point, then I'm going to have that point covered with my pass line. I don't want it covered up here. So let me take these down and show you what I mean. So I'm going to put $25 on the pass line. We're going to roll, and it's a 9. So this strategy is called the 135 across, because what we're going to do is we're going to put $25 on everything except the number that the point is on, because we have it covered down here. And you see it's a contract bet. We can't take this down. We can't lower it or increase it. We can put odds on it. So if you look at this now, we have $160 on the felt in play, but only 135 across the place bets. That's why it's called 135 across. So this would be how I would play if I wanted to roll the dice. So if I'm standing at the table and the guy to my right finally hits a 7 and out, and they reset the table and they're ready to come out with a new number, they would offer the roll to me. And if I accepted that roll, I would have to put a bet either in the pass line or the don't pass line. So pretty much the same strategy as if we were playing 160 across, but it's 135 across with a $25 pass line bet. So let's go ahead and roll this out. We'll try 30 rolls, 30 roll challenge, and we'll see how we end up. I'm just going to start with a $500 bankroll, playing the bubble craps on Crapsy. Let's go ahead and get our first roll after we establish the point of a 9. Okay, that number is an 8. At $30 on the 8 pays 35. Now, I could do the standard collect and press, or I can maybe roll a few times and try to collect a little bit first. But I think I'm going to at least collect the first one. Let's go ahead and roll for the next number. It's a 10. So 25 on the 10 pays 48 after the VIG. So what I can do now is I can take that 48 and I can press. I can throw an extra $2 from my bankroll on the table and ask the dealer to press me up on the 4 and the 10 to $50. And let's go ahead and roll. And the number's an 8. That's a $30 wins 35. I will collect that. And we're going to roll. There's a 6. That's a $30 winner of 35. So now let's see what we've got. We've got 153. So 153, I basically have almost covered my well, I've covered my 135, but I haven't quite covered the 160. So let's get one more hit so we can ensure a profit for the shooter. It's another 6. $30 wins 35. So I now have $188. So now is when I can really start being aggressive and collect and press, maybe even put some odds out, do whatever you want, play some field bets, play some hard ways, whatever you want to do now to try to be a little more aggressive. I've got an extra $20 here. Let's put $5 on each of the hard ways. Okay, let's roll. There's another 6. I lose the hard way. I lose that $5, but I win 35. So that's a net of $6. I did watch a strategy the other day, and I may try it, where the person that was rolling played the hard ways, and then he also played the same numbers that were hard across the top. So if I would take down the 5, I would be playing the 4, the 6, the 8, and the 10, but I would also have them covered in the hard ways, 4, 6, 8, and 10. And it was kind of interesting that when he would hit an easy 8 or an easy 10, he would lose the $5 bet, but he would more than make up for it in his place bets. And if he hit the hard way, he hit both. He would win both the hard way and the place bet. So kind of interesting. I could throw a few rolls this way and take a look, see how that would go. We still have 25 on the 9, but we're really trying to hit some hard ways here. There's an easy 6, so we lose the 6. We lose $5 on the 6, but we win 35 on the place bet, and that nets us $30. And out of that $30, we replenish the 5 on the hard way. So I'm the shooter, 135 across, 25 in the pass line, establish the point. Once I get my initial investment, I get a little aggressive, play some hard ways, maybe some field bets. Field bets would cover the 9, the 2, the 3, the 11, the 12. So let's throw a 5 in there. So now we should pretty much win on every roll, except the you know what, and just it matters on how much we're going to win. There's a 4. So we lose the hard 4. We win the place bet on the 4 and the field bet on the 4. So that gave us $97. That was a great hit. Let's go ahead and put 5 back in the hard 4. The only thing that would have been better there is if we would have hit a hard 4. We would have hit another 30. Where's the 4 here? Another $35 here. 7 to 1. Let's roll again. Okay, there's a 5. We don't have a 5 in our place bet. We don't have a 5 in the field. So I guess every roll isn't a winner, except for Big Red. The 5 is not a winner. But that's okay. It's a $5. Why is it 5? Did we only put 5 in the field? We should have put 10 in the field. We should have lost 10 on that. So let's go ahead and roll. There's a 3. That's a winner in the field. Okay, this is roll number 12 coming up. Shooter number 1. There we go. Hard 8. We lost the field, but we win. Hard 8 is here. We win 45. We win 35. And we lose 10. Net $70 win. So we don't have to replenish the hard way because we hit the hard way, but we do have to replenish the field. There's a 6. Easy 6. Wins 35 in the place bet. Loses in the field. Loses the hard way. Nets us $20 win. Replenish the hard way. Replenish the field. There's an easy 10. We lose the hard 10, but we win the place bet and we win the field. That's a $102 win. So when I'm playing a 30 roll challenge, I really want to make sure that every roll has an opportunity to win. And right now it's the 5 that's exposed. So if I replenish my $5 hard way, I've won enough I could go ahead and throw 25 in the buy to buy the 5. Also, I've pressed just the 4 and the 10. I haven't really pressed anything else. I could look at doing that also. So let's go ahead and roll. So we're combining a lot of different strategies here. Let's look at that. I put 25 on the 5 and it came out. So that wins 36. I lose 10 in the field. So a net 26. So with that 26, why don't we hit the 9 here? 5 in the field. Now I can do a lot of double hits and every number should be a winner except for big red. There's a 9. We're going to hit twice. Oh, I'm sorry. We're going to hit 3 times. We hit the number. That's a win on the pass line. We hit the place bet and we hit the field. Great hit. The puck is off. When the puck's off, I take my field bet down. My hard ways are off. I think some people turn the hard ways on, but we'll leave them off. And I've got 25 in the pass line. Seven. 7's a winner in the pass line. How about that? I was just getting ready to say, doesn't help us because our bets are off, but we have a pass line bet. There's a 9. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull the 9 down, keep the 5 up, keep the hard ways on. Everything should be covered. Oh, 10 in the field. Everything should be covered. So the 9's covered on the point. The 2, the 3, the 4, the 9, the 10, these are all covered. Okay, let's go. 12 pays double in the field. I'll take that. That was a hard way, but it's not one of mine. Let's try again. And there's our 7 out. So how'd we do with shooter 1? Shooter 1 rolled 20 times. So I'm already 2/3 of my way through my challenge. And I'm up $446. Okay, for shooter 2, we're going to put $25 in the field. We're going to try to establish a point. The point's going to be a 6. So the original strategy is 135 across, which would be, I could do this, I could say 25 across. Oh, that's cool. It didn't put anything in the 6 because it knew I was already on the field. That's good. I like that. And because I don't have to put the extra 5 on the 6, I'm not playing 1 60 across, I'm playing 155 because I didn't have to put 30 here. I've got it covered with the pass line at 25. So let's get a couple of hits here. Let's try to recoup some of this money, make sure that we don't lose it before we start playing hard ways and field bets and pressing. There's a 4, hard 4. Why didn't I have the hard 4? Okay, there's $48 of my 155. Let's go ahead and try to run that up. There's a 6. That's the point. That pays 25 on the pass line. Point, the puck goes off. My bets are off. I do have a pass line. And don't forget, 7 and 11 win on the pass. 2, 3, 12 lose. So let's go ahead and try to establish a point. And the point's going to be a 4. So I think it's very simple to just slide this over to the 6, add a nickel on it. So there's my 160, 155 across, 25 in the field. Let's go ahead and roll. We've got 6 rolls to go. 7 out. That didn't help us at all. So let's go ahead and take a look at shooter 2. Shooter 2 lost us $86. Let's go ahead and get shooter 3 started with a $25 pass line bet. And the point's going to be a 6. We mark the 6. 25 across. Nice. Crapsy did a good job there. Let's go ahead and roll. There's the 5. 25 pays 35. I got to remember it pays a little more when I put the buy bet on. So it paid 36 and a quarter because of the buy bet. So that's 36 out of the 155. Let's go ahead and get another roll. There's the 4. 4 pays 48. Okay, we've this shooter has won $85 out of the 155 across. So he's just over halfway there. We're probably not going to get it covered. We have 2 rolls left. Let's go ahead and just try to end with a couple good numbers here. There's a 6. That's our point. That'll win $25. And that is roll 29. Our puck is off. The only thing we can really win now is if we hit a 7 or an 11, unless we want to turn our bets on, which I don't think we do. As a matter of fact, I think I'm just going to come down. Oh, I'm the roller. I'm the shooter. Well, this is technically another shooter. I was shooter 1. This is shooter 3. I can let this roll come out without any wins or losses. And it's a 12. Okay, there's our 30 rolls. So if you want to be the shooter, you have to put a bet on the pass line or the don't pass line. If you're going to play the 160 across strategy and you're the shooter and you've got a pass line bet, then you're really only going to be playing 135 across, because the other 25 is going to be in the pass line. Other than that, it's collect until you get your initial $160 back. Once you get your $160 back, you start pressing. You start playing hard ways. You start playing the field. You start being more aggressive. You start pressing your numbers up. So this looks like out of a $50 initial bet, initial bank roll, we've got $970 for a net profit of $470. Pretty interesting little strategy. I kind of like it. We'll have to try it a few more times. They're not all going to be winners. Okay, that'll do it for this roll. Thanks for watching.